Take it easy, Mace. You're probably still suffering the after effects of the rejuve tank. You're on Guild Station. Everything's okay.
Greer. What? But you... What's going on here?
You're in the medical center on the Guild Station. I got to you before those Tannan goons finished you off.
But I thought you died with the rest of the squad on that carrier.
I wasn't on board the Fortitude when it went up.
You weren't? Then how did you get off?
I was trying to get back to our ship, and the next thing I know, Richter sealed off all the exit points and cut my comms link. That Judas sold us out.
He'll get what's coming to him. That I promise.
Anyway, I found a ventilation duct. It brought me out near the rear airlock, which is where I saw Richter and his goons boarding an escape shuttle. I saw my chance and stowed away.
Where did you end up?
Tannan Corporation HQ. And Richter's getting a hero's welcome from some executives. Eventually, I managed to stow away on a freighter bound for one of the border colonies. By the time I heard you'd survived as well, the trial was over and the Rangers had been disbanded. I figured it wasn't a good idea to show my face, so I bought a new identity and laid low.
And did what?
Once the dust had settled, I got a job at the Tannan Corporation to see what I could find out from the inside.
Did you come up with anything?
Bits and pieces, not much. It was obvious their advanced technology was coming from an external source. I was just about to give up. Then I found Richter's name while searching through some restricted files. It turns out he'd been on their payroll for years and was now heading up a covert troubleshooting unit. I tracked him down to New Idaho, which is where I found you.
Well, you haven't lost your sense of timing.
Listen, Mace, how are you feeling? We're gonna have to get moving.
I feel okay. Where are we going?
Back on New Idaho, I put a tracer on Richter's ship. He's now at the Tannan Corp HQ.
You got a way in?
There's always a way in. I've got a Tannan dropship ready to go. Your equipment's on board.
Let's go.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Mace Griffin. To keep with the spirit of the last episode, I'm also joined by somebody this time.
Hi everyone, this is Lazy Fire. I was really looking forward to this for a long time, so I'm glad to be here now.
I've got a visual on the HQ.
We've got our way in. A Tannan supply carrier. If we can board her, she'll take us right into the station. I've got a docking point. Go for it.
This mission starts us off with a timed objective, and it's actually pretty tight. And since Greer is by our side, we can learn that she is a pretty demanding NPC.
Come on! We've got a dock now!
What the? Oh, wow!
Women, am I right? Always nagging.
Oh my god, that voice, man. Like, you think they took multiple takes? We're like, that's the best one.
We're docked. Board the carrier. I'll disengage the dropship as soon as we're off.
One thing I want to quickly point out in regard to the last episode is that you actually cannot use both sticks in a dropship. Because as you can see, the left seat will always be too close to the stick, so that you can't use it. Yep, I looked that up.
That's amazing. I'm glad you solved that issue.
Yeah, Twin and me were talking about it, and I just couldn't let it go.
Hit the button!
She's doing nothing aside from looking stern.
Yeah, that face. Whoa, what the hell? Did she just grow 4 feet? What's going on?
I can point out here that Greer's model freaks me out. Her limbs are so fucking long and skinny.
Yeah.
Now we just sit tight until we're in the station.
She also means that, like, literally, we are going to sit tight for a while and nothing will happen.
Star Citizen.
Yeah, that's a really missed opportunity right here, because, you know, she could have talked to you, but nope. At least this gives me enough time to, like, check my supplies, because this is, like, the first level that you start without access to your armory, so you have to make do with what you have.
That might be brutal. I mean, what's your sonic cannon? That 50 amp.
Yeah.
I don't know. You might be screwed.
Not that great.
You can't auto-give people. That might be a problem.
I'm actually kinda okay. It's not too bad, but I guess if you're like a trigger-happy player and like burns through your supplies, you can be a bit fucked in the beginning here.
Yeah, This looks like it'll be easy. Come on. It's late in the game. Are there any new weapons for you, or is this? Are you at the end?
We are at the end of the weapon line. Also, I want to say that this part right here somehow reminds me of the Death Star from Star Wars. It's like the big gates and the like twin-linked laser turrets. For some reason, that just called up the memory of the Death Star. I don't know why.
I was gonna think that it would be the one internal flaw that allows anyone to just destroy it with one button. But yeah, sure, I'll go with that too.
No, the Tannan Corporation is too smart to have like a big space station with one internal flaw. We are not going to destroy the space station, sadly.
Oh, well, what's the point?
We are going to fuck up all the people in it.
Well, hey, that's good too. I like it.
That's something at least.
You gotta get what you can out of these things.
We've landed. Here's the deal. I'll go on ahead and cause a diversion. You hang back. The coast is clear. Find a terminal and locate the mainframe room.
Got it. Good luck.
So May's plan for this is that Greer will sneak to a terminal so that she can get all the vital data, and he will cause a diversion. And when May says cause a diversion, what he means is just start to kill people.
Yeah, just randomly murder everyone in the area. It's like, well, I'm feeding my family. Well, sniper round in the face.
Yep, sure, it's fine. Also, I'm kind of unlucky here because the guards in the hangar for some reason immediately know that I'm there. That's not supposed to happen. But whatever, I have to deal with it. Also, there's a security bot down there pelting me.
I'm just going around. Yeah. I'm impressed you had some trigger discipline there and didn't just fire on that man.
Yeah, there are a lot of civvies in this level and there is no penalty for killing them. But usually I try to avoid it because I think it's kind of bad form if you just go all on out on the civvies in FPS games. Yeah, that does feel a little bad. I was playing Payday 2, and if you kill them, you lose money from your prize pool. So. Also, watch this. This is me being great.
Blow it up anyways. Blow it up anyways.
Yeah, I have to.
Oh.
I can't remove it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna like ride the elevator down so it was right in his face and then blow it up. But yeah, sure.
No, it's way too far. I was sure I could throw through that gap, but nope.
Oh man, that's a narrow gap.
I maybe should have seen it coming.
You didn't take any damage, so you're pretty okay there, though.
Yeah, at least that's something. Also, the security bot is kind of resilient for no apparent reason. Usually they die with one sticky grenade. Also here this is one of the very few moments where I'm going to use a flash grenade, so enjoy it.
Whoa, I didn't even know they could do that. I've watched this entire LP and I don't think I knew they could do that.
And I still flashed myself.
Yeah, that was impressive. This guy just...
Like, the weird thing is, I wanted to flash the rocket dude, because he's the dangerous encounter here, but he didn't give no fucks.
Yeah, he just kind of walked through it.
Yep, his buddy was like, oh no, I can't see.
And that thing lasted a long-ass time, too.
Yeah, some of the stun options in this game are actually pretty useful, and I'm going to talk about one that I neglected a bit later. Also now the alarm is triggered, like just now.
Yeah, well, I mean, he blew up Tom and Rick, and those guys were really important to the whole cause. Sound the alarm.
They were like the best like people on the force.
There are only 3 days till retirement between the two.
I just took a little time here to scavenge for supplies, because I said, while I'm in an okay position, it's not great. And this level is more or less non-stop combat, and you have to really keep an eye on your supplies. I actually like it, because in this level you are more or less forced to use all the weapons at your disposal, instead of just using like the sonic cannon and nothing else.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
and
that's...
also...
sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, that's kind of the problem a lot of FPS games have, is once they start throwing these high-end weapons at you, that's the only thing that works.
Yeah, I know that. In this level, I didn't keep count, but I will probably go through like at least 50 security officers in this one video alone.
Wow.
And the good thing is that not all of them are shielded, so you can actually fight some of them with your basic pistol or something like that. So that's a kind of neat design choice, I think. Like, they throw a huge number of enemies at you, but not all of them are super tough, so you can have some fun with them. And I actually think that this is pretty much the best level in the game.
Yeah.
If only for the fact that, like, even if it's pretty much all combat. It's not boring.
Yeah.
I don't really know why, but I just enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a complete slog. I mean, we've seen levels in the LP that were obviously slogs.
Yep. Yep, we have.
I just wanted to comment on the fact that the armory was not locked in any way whatsoever. Hey, should we lock this thing? Nah, no one's gonna come through here. It's just us. They have to go through the metal detectors.
You never know when an office drone might need a gun.
Yeah.
Also, Greer got drowned out here, but all she was saying is that the area is clear and that she can move out, which is understandable because everybody is busy with the murdering madman who just invaded the station.
Creating a diversion.
Highly tactical.
Yeah. My tactical diversion, blowing up everything that moves.
You learned that in Space College.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Also, in a second, I'm going to get pelted by a rocket turret in this room, and I really don't want to deal with it on foot. I didn't say anything about the turret that I was on earlier because we were talking, but this turret is kinda handy for clearing out this room a little bit, except that you can't angle it down far enough to engage targets that are directly below you. And this will annoy me in a moment.
Yeah, but you can take out the other turrets, so that's good news, right?
Yeah, that also was my main goal, take out that fucking turret and also take care of some security bots. I will have to get back to this room much later in this level, so I just want to clear it out a little bit. But there it is. There is this one security bot and I can't angle the turret far. Nope, he's just out of range.
The Tannan Corporation's advanced technology does not extend to 180-degree turns. Ooh, whoa, you're getting them there though, a little bit, right?
Almost. I was really happy and I was so come please stay in range, but nope. And now I'm giving up.
Whatever, you just go beat him up like you did the cyborg in the other video.
Yeah, one sticky grenade will do it. Also, it's kind of funny that you mentioned the metal detectors because there are a fuck ton of metal detectors in this whole station.
Do they even go off? I can't hear a sound.
Yeah, there is a little beep when you go through them.
Well, dangerous. They really should have had just the total recall style.
It's a very tight security that the Tannan Corporation has going on here.
Yeah, well.
A lot of security gates and meat bodies. They throw against you.
Mace Griffin's gonna come here. He's never killed anyone. The trail of bodies due to Mace Griffin's bounty hunting. Which has been very little bounty hunting, by the way.
Yes! Yes, you say something important there. There's very little bounty hunting in this game. Also, I'm redeeming myself.
Holy shit, plasma ball.
Yep, made up for all my failures. I'm actually going to use the plasma ball quite a lot in this level, and I want to say that I'm half successful with it. I still don't know why I'm not mastering the fucking plasma ball, but at least I have learned that it can be pretty handy. I'm going to point out why later when I have a better example.
That was pretty good when you just nailed the dude and he kind of exploded onto there.
Yes, I also felt kind of proud.
I located a terminal. I'm in the central control office. It's on the other side of the lobby.
Oh, well, just shoot that one guy in the shoulder.
I have a reason for doing this. This lobby is like a death trap, and on my practice run I got into a very nasty fight with guys on both of my sides and Jadaris in my face and also sonic cannons in my back. So this time I'm going to take the boring option and will hang back. And I killed that one civvy to alert some of the enemies so that they run into my view.
Ah, neat.
Also there's a sonic cannon guy, at least one is down.
That was pretty nifty there. You basically pixel hunted that guy to death.
Yeah, but I could see him because I don't know why, but his shield was glowing for a second.
Yeah.
Also I want to point out, in the middle of this hallway you can see this big blue holographic T.
Yeah.
It's like the logo for the Tannan Corporation. So even if they are evil as fuck, at least they have some style. I kinda like that.
It's very simplistic, and it's very memorable at the same time, because everyone's seen a T.
It's elegant in its simplicity.
Yeah. There were definitely hours and hours spent over at Warthog developing what the Tannan Corporation T would look like. They raised $10 million online to fund the T model. Didn't come out with a release though. I'm gonna keep making Star Citizen's jokes ever since you mentioned that it was made by the guys who, or it was Chris Roberts' studio. It's like, that's all I can think of. It's like, yeah, this seems like the sort of thing Chris Roberts would make now.
I was actually pretty glad that, I'm sorry, but I don't recall exactly which poster pointed it out in misread, but I personally wasn't aware of that, or that like some other people on the dev team had like their hand in more or less famous space games. So it's at least understandable why the space battle portion of this game is sound.
Yeah, that's the big thing, I think, is that they melded the two, you know, first-person shooter and the space combat stuff pretty well. I mean, you don't spend a ton of time in space, but it seems to work out pretty well. Whereas the first-person shooter stuff kind of goes back and forth.
Yeah, it does.
Ranger, you came.
Take it easy. We're gonna get you out of here.
I won't make it. Danzig and Richter made sure of that.
Where's Richter?
Long gone. Anyway, forget about him. It's the Tannan Corporation you have to deal with. They've got order of virtual light recruitment files, flight paths, and wormhole locations. If you can get this data, you'll be able to link the Tannan Corporation to the Order and the Watchers.
I'll bring them all down. That's a promise.
Please, Ranger, before you leave, end my suffering.
Mercy killing.
Well, this game has become kinda grim in the end.
Sonic cannon. Sonic cannon.
Nope. I'm not going to do that.
Plasma bolt.
Ranger, don't leave me like this. Please.
I mean, come on, this is fucking sad. I can't explode this poor guy.
Ow.
Mace, I picked up a Malikan exiting the interrogation room. I managed to seal him off in a fuel processing room just below you. He's all yours.
Well, at least now we are going to get revenge on Danzig, the Velikian who commanded the research lab and who also killed Del Krugo.
I wonder if Henry Rollins has a feud with Danzig, and that's how that guy got his name.
I was actually asking myself why the guy was named Danzig, because that's it's the name of a city and it's also like a weird name for a space lizard.
That's some brutal shit right there.
Yeah, it's going to get more brutal. Just wait for a moment. For some reason the enemies in this floor, like, they threw a grenade at their own guys.
That was effective. He was the best player on your team.
Yeah, I also helped with the rifle grenade, but this is actually pretty cool, because otherwise this little hallway is kind of annoying, because they just hug all the corners and wait for you to get close. But this time, yep, just going on through there.
Oh, you better get to the next checkpoint before you die, and just make sure that you don't have... Yeah, alright.
There it is.
Don't have to... Sweet, that guy's error will be remembered forever.
Ranger, show mercy, please. Please.
Like you did with Krugo.
No, Richter made me do it. You have to believe me, please!
Oh, how the worm squirms. I wouldn't even show that guy mercy if it would be possible. You know what I'm going to do.
Oh, yeah.
Eat this.
Oh.
Help me! Help me, damn you!
I can't angle the gun down far enough. Oh, what's this, a button? Let me push that.
Mace, did you find Richter?
No, but I settled some other scores.
Okay, keep moving forward. You're close to my position now.
Well, that's it for Danzig. Sweet, sweet revenge. And what's kinda neat about this, there are actually two versions of his death cutscene, because you can actually climb down there and punch or shoot him into the grinder if you want.
That's actually pretty good. I would have gone that route. That was a pretty good cutscene right there.
I loved how, like, his scream was going on forever despite being already gibbed.
That's part of his alien physiology.
His mind powers.
Yeah, it just screams out afterwards, like with the Force or something. I don't know.
Also, I was hoping that like the two guys that I just killed were like starting a conversation, but it was just like two standard canned lines.
Oh.
When I came up with the elevator, I heard them like talking. I was like, oh man, NPC interaction. But nope. Also, this room is bullshit.
Yeah, this looks friendly. You just run through it. No way you're gonna beat it.
It's a huge waste of resources to kill all those droids. I have to go through this room again later, but yeah, just run through it. I mean, really, I need my rockets and everything for killing actual enemies that follow me around. The security bots will just stay in their cubbies, so whatever.
Well, that guy, I forgot they blow up purple. That's always a moment.
Yep, the space grape apes.
I haven't seen one of them explode in a few episodes, I think.
Yeah, and I'm also like kinda low on explodey stuff right now.
Yeah.
So I'm not going all out. Also, I showed off their like the backside of the new model for a moment there. In the second part of this level, I'm also going to get a good look at their front side. And I actually like their model change quite a lot. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, the combat model.
Also bad place to take cover.
Yeah, it seems like the timing might have been a little off on that.
But here you can see that like the plasma ball is pretty handy. A direct hit on an unshielded enemy will kill them instantly, and if they survive it, they will actually be knocked out for a moment, and the AoE effect of the explosion will also knock them down. So maybe I should have started to use this earlier.
Maybe.
Just maybe.
I mean, it's like a mini sonic cannon, in a way.
Whoops. There I got in the face.
Well, yeah, wow.
I actually think that to give you the sonic cannon really needs you to hit you in the face. I think you will always survive a body hit with something like this health.
Yeah.
Which is at least something.
Yeah, I mean, that's very helpful. If you're going to give enemies weapons that can one-shot you, you might want to just tone it down a little bit.
Yeah, and there will be a couple of more close-quarter sonic cannons in this level. That's why I'm also doing like... I deal with them with extreme prejudice, as you can see here.
Yeah, that guy had a wife with him.
You already said that before, and I wanted to like answer that somebody should do a story about all those poor mooks.
Yeah.
When the hero celebration is over, there's like a big funeral with all the grieving families and kids.
It's just one big casket. It's like all that remains of all these people.
And then like after the celebration, Mace comes into a room and like all the women and children look at him very, very sternly.
They were in my way.
It's like, this is awkward.
I don't think Mace understands awkward or human interaction based on previous scenes.
Oh man, he has no feelings at all.
Well, it doesn't help that Henry Rollins plays him as a dead person.
Yep.
Like, he barely reacts to anything. It's like, you shot my friend.
I am acting.
Yeah. Usually he's pretty okay, like in Johnny Mnemonic, but not here.
Yeah, he also has had some good like film roles.
Yeah. Oh, he was in Demolition Man, wasn't he? No.
I can't recall it from the top of my head, but I know that I saw him in films where I thought that he was good.
Yeah.
But this game really isn't one of his best works. But on the other hand, maybe they just didn't pay him enough.
Yeah, that might be the problem.
So that he didn't give a shit.
How much are you gonna pay me? Like $6, $7, and free copy of Wing Commander 3?
Yeah. How about a Happy Meal?
Oh, whoa.
Also, I'm kinda lucky here because for some reason the Sonic Cannon guy is looking down.
Well, they're probably trying to talk to the people at the grate, like, hey, what are you guys shooting at up there? Just didn't work out for him.
Hey Mark, why are the robots going haywire?
Why are you guys firing on, like, the platform?
There's something happening.
No one ever tells us anything. They just give us these giant guns and they say that because we're morons, the one-shot kill capability will keep us alive. What does that even mean?
Mace, it might take me some time to locate the mainframe.
Stick with it. I'll keep you covered.
Now we will have to defend Greer. This is like a point defense scenario here, but I actually enjoy it pretty much because they throw a lot of these commandos at you and it's pretty fun to dart like in and out the columns here with your shotgun.
Yeah, that opening salvo there, that was impressive.
Yep, I had a pretty good time here, I'm not going to lie. And as I said earlier, this level really is my favorite level in the game. Not only for like it not being frustrating or designed terribly, but the combat flows very well.
Oof, that's painful.
Yeah. we don't talk about that one. Also, this is going to be the end of the video. It will end on a cutscene, and it was really the best point to split this. So thanks for joining me, LazyFire, and bye bye until next time.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Bye.
I found the mainframe. Damn, it's protected by a security net.
Where's the net's power source?
Let's see. A generator room on the other side of the station. You can use the monorail system to reach it.
I'll disable the generators. As soon as it's down, copy the data.
Okay, but watch your back. This place is crawling with security.